Well, basically what it does, I can't really go through it line by line here in a press conference, but the essence of it is that you simply cannot be forced to join a union in order to work, whether or not there's a collective bargaining agreement in place within the workplace, and also you cannot be discriminated against should you choose to become a member of the union, become a part of the union, and obviously because lawyers run the world, it has to be rather lengthy and detailed to describe that, but that is the essence of it. But ultimately, I'm not here today, and I'm not here in general to do those things that I think are politically expedient or can get done. I'm here to do those things that I believe are right for the citizens of the state of Minnesota, and I think that when the people speak and ask for it, and this issue is one of those things that people are very favorable to, I think people tend to get the government they want. And so I think that as the support continues to build and people become more vocal, I think that the issue will take care of itself. Well, I can't speak for other people, but I can tell you for me it has nothing to do with having a Democratic governor. I have voiced some concerns about overdoing constitutional amendments, but I think we have to look at, are we putting amendments on the ballot that deal with core fundamental issues? And in terms of the numbers, since 1972, so that's approximately 20 elections, we have had 31 measures on the ballot. So that is an average of about 1.5 per election, and in fact in 1980 there were 5. So there seems to be kind of this storyline developing that we're going crazy with the constitutional amendments, but nothing that we're doing is unprecedented, and I would point out that as of this moment there is only 1 that has been approved and only 2 that have been submitted and talked about, and I don't think in any way is it inconsistent with what has gone on for the last 40 years, and I would point. And so, like any other organization, if the union is accountable to its customers, which of course would be the union members that they are there to serve, those folks are going to pay for the service and benefit from it, and that's one living, breathing example of it.
Why should union members not consider this an attack on unions? Why should they not think this weakens unions? Why should they not think that why should they think this is something that's good for them?
Well, I would offer a question, Pat. Why would anybody believe that being forced to do anything is in the best interest of the people who are their membership? And that's what we're talking about.
Republican rhetoric that will take benefits and jobs away from middle-class people and make their rich friends richer. That's not what we're here for. The rich don't need to get richer. They've proven over and over again trickle-down economics doesn't work. The rich get richer, they send their jobs to China, our people lose jobs, manufacturing jobs disappear. This isn't what we are here for in this session.
I'm a union member, belonged to the Carpenters Union for 35 years, worked for the Carpenters Union, and I can tell you this, that right-to-work laws and right-to-work states have higher rates of poverty. They have poor education systems. They rely on, there's more citizens in their states that rely on government support. So yeah, all the other working folks have to pay for subsidized housing and everything else. The law that is intended is bring down wages in every state. You know, Minnesotans make $5,500 more a year on average than the average wages of the 22 right-to-work states, the highest 22 right-to-work states. And you know, it's another attack on working folks to help the rich folks that the Republicans are doing here. This idea that we have to govern by constitutional amendment is also, you know, we have bad precedents all across the country, and having problems in California and state after state that's governing by constitutional amendment instead of by legislation. These guys seem to think that the only way we can do anything in this state, or the only way they can do as much damage to get their agenda done, is to rather than convince the legislature and the governor that this is a good law and that it's going to help Minnesotans to ram it through and try to force a constitutional amendment. It does not protect anybody's rights. It doesn't change anything for anybody. It just helps lower the wage rates for workers, union and non-union alike.